What's up, y'all? This is Tia Mowry's My Next Act, Season 1, Episode 8, What Happens in Vegas. So the episode picks back up with Tia licking the whipped cream off the stripper, because y'all know she was on the table. They put her on a bar last night and, was having a good time. And y'all, I'm just glad that she let her hair down. She was smiling and laughing, and y'all, I was really here for that. In this moment, her friends are finally happy that she's enjoying herself, y'all. And what we have been able to see this whole season is how supportive her friends have been since episode 1. The next morning, Natasha, Sierra, Tahara, and Alina, they're at the table worn out about last night. They drank way too much. They started drinking earlier. And Tia decides to walk in real bubbly, like, hey, and they're just looking at her like, girl. And she's just in a jolly mood. And again, I'm here for it. And everybody's just like, girl, not right now. Not right now. Kind of when Wendy was like not in the best of mood, and after they went out, and then Stacy came asking questions, just real bubbling. Wendy was looking at her with her wig cocked to the side, like, girl, get out of my face. Anyway, y'all, Tia says she went to sleep with a smile on her face, and they talk about last night. Tia then said in her confessional that she didn't care at that moment how people looked at her or if they recognized her. She said she was just in the moment and just having a great time. And I really was happy about that. So Alina gets in the confessional and says that Tia has surprised her with all this energy. She says she hasn't seen this in Tia before. And we then see the ladies get into the Sprinter van, and they drinking out their pink cups, of course. And Natasha asks if everyone slept well, and then Tia says again that she slept with a smile on her face. Then Tia tells herself she's smiling. She realizes that I am now smiling, and that she is recreating memories in Vegas. Because remember, I want to say it was the last episode, she talked about how Vegas wasn't good for her. When she came with Corey, it was just some members she didn't really expound on, but she said that it wasn't good for her. But now, since she's recreating it with her girls, this is good. She's in a good place. So she then shares with the girls that she used to come to Vegas with Corey a lot, and with the girls, a lot of the memories are she would come there with the girls, and the memories, when she came with Corey, the memories started to flood back. And now she's there with the girls. There is a whole change in her mindset, and she's focused on her now. So they actually drove to go take a picture in front of that Las Vegas border, or that Las Vegas sign that everybody takes a picture. And after they take the picture, it was a really cute picture, they head up back to the room to get the IV shot, the B12 and a B complex shot, because they are dehydrated. They've been doing a lot of drinking. They need energy for the next day. And so there's an RN there. His name is Shane, and he's there to administer that IV to each of the ladies. I think I'm going to try that one day. I don't know if they have like IV for collagen, but I actually want to really get into doing collagen, y'all, because of my hands. Like, I hate the way my fingers look wrinkly. But that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, sorry, y'all. So the ladies is headed to the pool to fulfill the rest of their scavenger hunt list. So y'all, this guy came with some food. He was one of the waiters at the pool, And so Tia was like winking at him because that was one of the things to do on the list, to wink at somebody, have somebody to wink back at you. And so she was like, and so, I'm sorry about the face, but he looked at her like, get somebody else to do it. And so it was just funny because of the way he looked at her when she was trying to do it, and I don't know if he did not recognize who she was, but he was like, I'm not finna lose my union job over no wink, but I get it. Hey. So they start to, continuously go on a scavenger hunt. And Tahara says the scavenger hunt is to let loose and to have fun. They see these two fine dudes and to take off their clothes, to get a piece of a clothing item. And then we come to find out that both of these dudes are Chippendale dancers, and that one of the guys did take off his pants. He had on some Speedos, so I'm assuming the other one was, he probably wasn't wearing nothing shorts. And so he decides also to give Tia a lap dance. So he took her in a cabana and he gave her another lap dance. And I was like, I love this for her. I'm sorry, y'all. I would never shame anybody for any of this, but I love this for her. And so Tia is in her confessional, and she said a part of her journey is having fun. And a lot of people are in different journeys, but fun isn't a part of their journey. And I think sometimes we forget that this is a part of life. Enjoying life, enjoying the things around them that we are all trying to get, grow this money, get this, that we don't stop to smell the roses. She said there is joy and peace when you're in a space of freedom. And let me tell y'all, I can relate, because for years I have been put in a box. I have let other people put me in a box, and I've kept myself in a box. And I want to say about 2 years ago, I met a friend. She's still my friend. I love her so much. And this is when I learned about real, true freedom. And even, they'll talk about zodiac signs later, but even not knowing, but when I really started to delve into what it is to be a Sagittarius, and it is everything I am. I promise. Just like she said about being a Cancer, it is everything she is. It is everything I am. We get bored easily. So I've always been in a space where I've been boxed in. And now I'm been on this journey of freedom that looks good to me, that's authentic to me, so I can relate. I don't know why this makes me want to cry, but I hope you guys experience that same thing. And so she says that she wants to move more into that direction, because you don't care what people think. You don't care what people say. As a mother, as an individual, you stop living for everybody's opinion of you, and you start living for yourself. And to me, being true to yourself, being true to who you are and everything you know, being able to learn different things and being open-minded, to me, that's freedom. It may not look like that to everybody else, but that's what it looks like to me. Sorry, that was for free. So Tia asked the ladies, do you think I made a mistake with Charles? Because in her confessional she says that Charles is a good person and that he didn't do anything wrong. And no, he did not do anything wrong. It was just the fact, the truth of the matter is, she wasn't ready. And when we look at Charles this whole entire time, we are here to understand that what he wanted didn't match what she what she wanted and where she was. And it's not a bad thing. He just wanted more, and she's not in that space to give him. Although he didn't say it, she's just not in that space. And when you listen to him the whole time, you can hear him talk about how he wants to be in a relationship, how he wants. These are the things that she wants. She's just coming out of something, so she's getting to know herself. So Tia's phone rings. She looks at her phone. She steps into the cabana to talk to Cairo. And Tia tells Cairo she will be home soon, and Cairo wanted to tell her that she misses her mom. And we know Cairo to be, indecisive. Why? Because she's a kid, and so I'm sure she was having those moments where her mom wasn't there. She was with her dad, like, I want my mommy, and so her talking to her mom, it was a good thing, because now we get to see Tia be an individual, and says that she had to let go and have a good time. We see where she actually separates. She's still a mother, but she's able to say, you know what, although I'm a mom, I'm gonna have a good time because I'm over here. And so the ladies get back to the room, and she decides that she didn't want to drink, and they were like, why? And she just didn't want to. She said she wanted to rest. And so she gets a text from Charles, and he was just checking on her. He tells her that he's thinking about her and that he's sending love and positivity her way. So Tia leaves the room, and she says she tells the ladies that she's going to bed, but we know she's going to go talk to Charles. And she says she wants to continue for them to get to know each other and for them to hang out. So Tia says in her confessional that she has control over her situation, and she can go at any pace she wants with anyone that she meets. And I was okay with that, because you only have control over you, and you have the ability to pace how the relationship is going to go. So if they're moving too fast for you and they don't want to stop moving fast, then we know that that's not the person for you, that you should be with somebody who's moving at the same speed that you want to move at, and that should be okay. So the next morning, the ladies are eating breakfast and actually getting tattoos, and Tia is getting the Cancer constellation tattoo. And Tia says she's a true believer in energy and astrology. She's a Cancer all the way. She wants her tattoos to stand for authenticity, standing in her truth. That's what she wants her tattoo to, be about when she looks at it. And she says that she has clarity, and that the tattoo came in perfect timing. She also says that her tattoo represents letting go, having fun, and moving on. And so not only does she get the tattoo, but all of the ladies get the tattoo, but we don't see any of their tattoos, and I wish we had. I know they did discuss it, but I think I only heard one, and then we heard one about the taco, but that was just a joke. So the ladies get dressed up, head down to the casino to play blackjack. Tia is at the table. They're doing good, just playing, and then Tia gets emotional simply because she's having a good time. And I know a lot of people might think that that's crazy, but when you're so used to not having, and then you finally have, at some point you feel like, I can release all of these emotions. I can finally release my emotions, because for the first time I'm enjoying life. I am enjoying this, and I am enjoying that, and that it is okay, and that I'm okay, and that it just tends to make you emotional. And I'm gonna stop talking about that, because anyway, Tia says, no, I'm sorry. Then they go to dinner, and Tia is thanking them, and she thanks them by, taking them to dinner, of course. And everybody talks about their top two things that made this trip fun. And what I love is you have to talk about the top two that made it fun. So anything you did not like, it wasn't discussed. It wasn't even on the table. And so Tia believes that there is something great on the other side. Again, Tia gets emotional and says it's not easy going through a divorce, and that, you know, taking life into the unknown is very scary. Tia actually want us women out there to know that the journey is hard. I've never been divorced. I've never been married, but breakups are hard, and you grieve. It's all a grief. But she wants everybody to know that this journey is hard, and divorce is about starting over and learning to live again. It's uncomfortable. The journey sucks sometimes, but at the end of the day, you will get through it and end up on the other side. And again, we can all relate to that. We can all relate to being in one space when it first happened, being in a bad place when it first happened, but then as time go on, every day you get up, you get better, and you become a better person, and you feel better every day. God, you feel better every day you wake up, because you're closer to your happy place, whatever that looks like for you. So this is the part where the girls do get emotional, and I didn't realize this episode was so heavy. Anyway, the girls are telling her that they are proud of her for having the courage and being brave to walk this walk, because it's not easy. Tia says that she's in a good place. She's excited about her future, and she has her tribe, her children, and herself. And she ended by saying all is well and all will be all right. And this is where the season, I want to say this is where the season ended. And for me, I couldn't ask for a better TV show. Because in this last moment was something that I needed. So, sorry y'all. Sorry. Ooh, this was good. This was good. If you had not watched it, give me 1 second. I'm sorry, y'all. So if you had not watched it, I strongly encourage you to watch it. It does not matter where you are in life. Even if you're coming out of something, a breakup or anything like that, watch it. Sometimes you have to go through to get to, and there are things that'll just help you along the way. And this was it. If you are a person that has never been by yourself and never done anything and always has someone there, watch it. If you just want something really good and pleasant to watch, outside of the other reality shows that we watch, I would encourage you to watch this, because this was good. We've seen Tia online and doing TikToks, but we never saw the who, what, when, why, how, where, and we finally get to see it in here. We see her grow in these 8 episodes as an individual. She's a great mom, We see her grow as a mom. We see her friend circle. We see how her life is literally starting over from in front of our very eyes, and this is the beginning, and I appreciate it. I really hope this comes back on. I really enjoyed it. This was very light, but there was some that was very heavy. But overall, it was a light-hearted show that I promise y'all won't regret it. So, y'all, sorry about the emotions, but I just had to speak my truth. I hope that helps somebody. I hope Tia's show helped somebody, and I will come back to y'all with the next one.